So, what happens when an artist's soul is seen as completely worthless by the one person whose approval they crave the most? Today, we're going to explore the anatomy of a tragic hero, tracing that collision between a fierce artistic passion and a world that, well, just refuses to understand it.
Okay, let's just dive right in with the one line that kicks this whole thing off. A father tells his son, it's better to be illiterate than a third-class BA. Now, this isn't just criticism, It's a brutal dismissal of his son's education and really his entire being. And that one single, devastating comment, it basically sets the stage for our first act. This fundamental clash between two worlds that just can't coexist. Two completely different visions of what a successful life even looks like.
So on one hand, you've got the father. His vision for success is all about being practical, right? It's built on stability and what other people think. Get a safe job as a clerk. But on the other side, there's his son, Malhar, who is driven by something else entirely, this deep artistic calling that values passion and self-fulfillment above anything else.
You see, for Malhar, this isn't some career choice. It feels like his destiny. He actually says, life whispered in my ear, Malhar, you will become an artist, you can do nothing else. And that's just a world away from his father's dream that he'd become a doctor, an army officer, or a collector. Something respectable, something tangible.
But here's the thing, that rejection, it doesn't crush him. Instead, it becomes the fuel for his art. Which brings us to the stage, the one place where Malhar's pain can actually be transformed into genius.
See, Malhar isn't just, putting on a play. He's chasing something much bigger, this artistic ideal. He wants to create an emotional experience that is so powerful, it leaves the audience physically and emotionally stunned, like literally unable to even move from their seats. And get this, look at how he actually coaches his lead actress. He doesn't just give her lines, he completely reframes the scene as this epic, mythological conflict. He tells her, you're not a woman, you're a cursed deity. And you're torn between going back to heaven and staying with this mortal love you found. He's asking her to channel something truly cosmic. He's just demanding this raw, genuine emotion, shouting, I need your eyes filled. I need tears, tears. And when the actress struggles, he shows her how even just counting to 10, if you do it with true feeling, can bring real tears. I mean, this proves he has this deep, almost instinctual understanding of his craft. Now, as you can imagine, a passion this intense, it doesn't just stay on the stage, right? It spills over and ignites this fateful romance that offers him both this glimmer of escape and, tragically, the very seed of his own destruction. And his lead actress, Apurva, she's the one. She's the first person who truly sees his genius. After winning Best Actress, she gets up on stage and publicly dedicates her award to him, declaring, you are the one deserving of this award. For a man who's been starved of validation his whole life, this is just a huge, profound moment. But just as you get this little glimmer of hope, bam, reality comes crashing down. At a family gathering, Apurva's father just casually announces that her marriage has already been arranged with another man. Her life, their future, it's not even hers to decide. And at the exact same time, in this just brutal parallel, Malhar brings his own trophy home, and he's met not with praise, but with pure contempt. His father grabs the award and screams, what will you do with this bowl? You'll beg on the streets. He sees this symbol of artistic triumph as nothing more than a begging bowl.
So you can feel it, right? The world is just closing in on him, he's been rejected at home, his love is being taken away, and Malhar is pushed toward this desperate confrontation that is going to become his point of no return.
So what does he do? He walks, completely uninvited, right into this formal meeting between the two families. In a room full of strangers who are deciding his fate, he just lays his heart bare, making one last desperate attempt to save their dream from being crushed by tradition.
And the thing is, his plea, it's not even about him, it's for her. He desperately tells Apurva's father, I might live, but she will die. He truly believes this arranged marriage will be a death sentence for her spirit. And for this emotional outburst, this defiance of their rules, he is violently thrown out of the house. And yeah, this is where everything just completely unravels. This single chain of events leads to an absolutely catastrophic outcome. Later that night, the collector, Apurva's intended father-in-law, is killed. Malhar is immediately arrested for the murder, and it's his own father who delivers the final, damning verdict.
Just imagine this scene. The police bring Malhar home, and his own father, he looks the officer dead in the eye and says, "This bastard is a murderer from birth. Hang him, sir." He blames Malhar for his mother's death in childbirth 30 years ago and explicitly asks for his son to be executed. It's the ultimate betrayal.
I mean, this absolute abandonment by his own father, it triggers a final, massive transformation in Malhar. In the courtroom, he's no longer a struggling artist. He embraces a new, terrifying identity that's born from all this pain.
He completely rejects this idea that he was born from anything good. Instead, he declares to the court, "I am not the child of love and faith. I am the offspring of hatred, neglect, and contempt." He's recasting himself as this figure born entirely from society's scorn.
And this right here, is his tragic acceptance of his role in the story. He fully embodies a new character, declaring, "I am the Lord of Darkness. I am Ashwathama." He's identifying with Ashwathama, a cursed, immortal figure from Hindu mythology who is doomed to just wander the earth forever in torment, totally alienated and alone.
But here's the final twist, right? The court, it doesn't deal in mythology. While Malhar sees himself as this timeless, cursed figure, the law sees only a common criminal. It delivers a much more down-to-earth judgment. 7 years of rigorous imprisonment. His grand, self-defined tragedy is just reduced to a simple prison sentence.
So this whole saga really leaves us with this difficult question, one that kind of echoes through the history of art. In this universal conflict between an artist's uncompromising vision and society's rigid demands, is the one who refuses to bend always doomed to break?